Every morning, Ashley applies her skincare routine: foundation, concealer, blush, eyeshadow, mascara, and lipstick, just like millions of women around the world. She's careful to choose products that promise to make her look radiant and youthful. But what Ashley doesn't know is that hidden in her beloved beauty products are chemicals that could be quietly disrupting her hormones, affecting her fertility, and potentially increasing her risk of serious health problems. What if I told you that your daily makeup routine might be exposing you to dozens of hormone-disrupting chemicals that your great-grandmother never encountered? What if the very products you use to feel beautiful and confident are actually working against your body's delicate hormonal balance? The average woman uses 12 beauty products containing over 160 different chemicals every single day. Many of these chemicals can penetrate your skin and enter your bloodstream within minutes of application. Some of them are known endocrine disruptors, substances that can interfere with your body's hormone system in ways that affect everything from your menstrual cycle to your mood to your long-term health. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden dangers lurking in your makeup bag and skincare routine. You'll learn exactly which ingredients to avoid, how to identify safer alternatives, and most importantly, how to protect your hormonal health without sacrificing your beauty routine. If you've ever wondered why hormone-related health issues seem to be increasing, or if you want to make informed choices about the products you put on your body every day, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're diving deep into research that could transform how you think about your beauty routine. Let's start with understanding what endocrine disruptors are and why they're particularly concerning for women. Endocrine disruptors, or EDs, are molecules capable of mimicking the natural hormones of the body and interfering with the endocrine system in both humans and wildlife. Your endocrine system is like a sophisticated communication network that uses hormones to send messages throughout your body. These chemical messengers control everything from your sleep-wake cycle to your metabolism to your reproductive health. When endocrine disruptors enter the system, they can mimic your natural hormones, block them from working properly, or interfere with hormone production and breakdown. For women, this hormonal interference can be particularly problematic because female biology relies on precise hormonal orchestration. Your menstrual cycle, fertility, pregnancy, mood regulation, bone health, and even your skin's appearance all depend on hormones working in perfect harmony. When this balance is disrupted, the effects can ripple throughout your entire body. People may be exposed to endocrine disruptors through food and beverages consumed, pesticides applied, and cosmetics used. In essence, your contact with these chemicals may occur through diet, air, skin, and water. Even low doses of endocrine-disrupting chemicals may be unsafe. What makes cosmetic exposure particularly concerning is that we apply these products directly to our skin, often on large surface areas, and many of us use them every single day for years or even decades. Women of reproductive age have higher urinary concentrations of phthalates and parabens than men, suggesting that personal care product use may be an important source of exposure among women. Let's break down the most common hormone-disrupting chemicals found in cosmetics and personal care products, starting with the ones you're most likely encountering every day. Parabens are probably the most well-known endocrine disruptors in cosmetics. These preservatives are found in an enormous range of products: foundations, moisturizers, shampoos, deodorants, and more. You'll see them listed on ingredient labels as methylparaben, propylparaben, butylparaben, and ethylparaben. The concern with these chemicals is that scientific studies suggest that parabens can disrupt hormones in the body and harm fertility and reproductive organs, affect birth outcomes, and increase the risk of cancer. They can also cause skin irritation. Moreover, studies have detected parabens in breast tissue samples, raising questions about potential links to breast cancer.
Parabens are particularly problematic because they mimic estrogen in the body. This means they can bind to estrogen receptors and either block your natural estrogen or create excessive estrogenic activity. For women, this can contribute to estrogen dominance, disrupt menstrual cycles, and potentially increase the risk of hormone-sensitive cancers. They can be absorbed through the skin. Some parabens have hormone-disrupting properties and have been linked to breast cancer. Limit your exposure by choosing products labeled paraben-free. Phthalates are another major group of endocrine disruptors commonly found in cosmetics. These chemicals are often used to make products more flexible and are frequently found in nail polishes, hairsprays, and fragrances. The tricky thing about phthalates is that they're often not listed directly on ingredient labels. They're hidden under the term fragrance or parfum. Phthalates are endocrine disruptors, and exposure to phthalates has been linked to breast cancer, developmental issues, decreased fertility, obesity, and asthma. Research has shown that exposure to certain phthalates was associated with decreased gestational age and increased risk of preterm birth. In conclusion, phthalate exposure interferes with the HPG axis by hormonal and steroidogenic enzyme level fluctuation, resulting in the after effects on both male and female fertility. The HPG axis refers to the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, which is the communication system between your brain and reproductive organs that controls your menstrual cycle and fertility. Phthalates, a class of chemicals typically found in fragrance, can disrupt hormones. And there's much more lurking behind the word fragrance on a label, a mix of potentially hundreds of ingredients. This brings us to a crucial point about fragrance. That innocent-looking word fragrance or parfum on your cosmetic labels can hide a cocktail of potentially harmful chemicals. Fragrance formulations are considered trade secrets, so companies don't have to disclose the specific ingredients. This means you could be exposing yourself to phthalates, synthetic musks, and other endocrine disruptors without even knowing it. Benzophenones are UV filters commonly found in sunscreens, foundations with SPF, and lip products. While sun protection is important, some of these chemicals can be problematic. Oxybenzone, in particular, has been shown to be readily absorbed through the skin and can act as a weak estrogen in the body. Triclosan and triclocarban are antimicrobial agents found in some cosmetics, particularly in products marketed as antibacterial. These chemicals can disrupt thyroid function and may contribute to antibiotic resistance. They've been banned from hand soaps, but are still allowed in cosmetics. BPA, or bisphenol A, and its relatives are sometimes found in cosmetic packaging, particularly in plastic containers. While BPA has gotten a lot of attention in the food industry, it can also leach from cosmetic packaging into the products themselves, especially when exposed to heat or sunlight. Heavy metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium can sometimes be found as contaminants in cosmetics, particularly in cheaper products or those manufactured overseas without strict quality controls. These metals can interfere with hormone function and accumulate in the body over time. Now let's talk about how these chemicals specifically affect women's health. The timing of exposure matters enormously. Disrupting chemicals, such as parabens and phthalates, may pose the greatest risk during prenatal and early postnatal development when organ and neural systems form. Exposure to these chemicals has been linked to endocrine diseases. For pregnant women, exposure to endocrine disruptors through cosmetics is particularly concerning because the developing fetus, which is often more sensitive to these chemicals than adults. Some studies suggest that prenatal exposure to certain cosmetic chemicals may affect fetal development and could have lasting effects on the child's health.
But it's not just during pregnancy that women need to be concerned. Regular exposure to endocrine disruptors can affect reproductive health in multiple ways. Their presence can result in abnormal hormone production, secretion, or transport throughout the body. These hormonal changes can lead to reproductive problems, including poor sperm quality, miscarriage, and endometriosis. They can also lead to thyroid disruption and abnormal growth and development. Concerns have been raised whether exposure to endocrine-disrupting chemicals, EDCs, can alter reproductive functions and play a role in the etiology of infertility in women. One area where this is particularly evident is in the rising rates of endometriosis among women. Among these endocrine-disrupting chemicals, parabens, benzophenones, bisphenols, and phthalates are the most widely found in these products. Given the estrogenic-dependent nature of the endometrium, it has been hypothesized the potential contribution of these EDCs contained in cosmetics to the development of endometriosis. Thyroid function is another area of concern. Many endocrine disruptors can interfere with thyroid hormone production, transport, or action. Since thyroid hormones are crucial for metabolism, energy levels, mood regulation, and reproductive health, disruption in this system can have wide-ranging effects on how women feel and function. The skin is your body's largest organ, and it's far more permeable than many people realize. When you apply cosmetics to your skin, especially on warm or damp skin, absorption increases dramatically. The chemicals in your makeup and skincare products can enter your bloodstream within minutes and be detected in your urine within hours. This is particularly concerning when you consider the cumulative effect. You're not just exposed to one chemical from one product, you're exposed to multiple chemicals from multiple products multiple times per day for years. This cocktail effect is something that's not well understood yet, but research suggests that combinations of chemicals may be more harmful than individual chemicals alone. Different areas of your body also have different absorption rates. The skin on your face, particularly around your eyes, is thinner and more permeable than the skin on your arms or legs. Your lips have no protective barrier layer, so anything you apply to them is readily absorbed. Areas where you apply perfume, like your wrists and neck, have increased blood flow, which can enhance absorption. Let's talk about some specific products that might be of particular concern. Foundation and concealer often contain parabens for preservation and may include UV filters that can be endocrine disruptors. If you're using these products daily over large areas of your face, the exposure can be significant. Mascara and eyeliner are applied very close to mucous membranes, which are even more permeable than regular skin. Some mascaras and eyeliners have been found to contain heavy metals or other concerning ingredients. Lipstick and lip gloss present a unique concern because not only are they absorbed through the thin skin of your lips, but you also inevitably ingest some of these products when you eat, drink, or lick your lips. Some lipsticks have been found to contain lead and other heavy metals. Nail polish is often loaded with chemicals like formaldehyde, toluene, and phthalates. While you might think these don't affect your hormones because they're applied to your nails, the fumes from these products can be inhaled, and some chemicals can be absorbed through the nail bed. Hair products deserve special attention because many people use them daily and often apply them to the scalp, where absorption can be significant. Shampoos, conditioners, hairsprays, and styling products often contain parabens, phthalates, and other concerning ingredients. Deodorants and antiperspirants are applied to an area with increased blood flow and often right after shaving, when the skin may have tiny cuts that increase absorption. Many conventional deodorants contain aluminum compounds, parabens, and synthetic fragrances. Perfumes and fragrances are particularly problematic because they often contain high concentrations of phthalates and other endocrine disruptors, and they're designed to be persistent, meaning they're formulated to stay on your skin and continue releasing fragrance molecules for hours.
Now, before you panic and throw out your entire makeup collection, let's talk about what you can do to protect yourself while still enjoying beauty products. The goal isn't to eliminate all cosmetics, it's to make informed choices that minimize your exposure to harmful chemicals. First, become a label reader. Look for products that are labeled as paraben-free, phthalate-free, and fragrance-free, or made with natural fragrances from essential oils rather than synthetic fragrances. Be aware that terms like natural and organic aren't regulated in cosmetics, so they don't guarantee that a product is free from endocrine disruptors. Choose simpler formulations when possible. Products with shorter ingredient lists are generally less likely to contain problematic chemicals. Multi-purpose products can also help reduce your overall chemical exposure. For example, a tinted moisturizer with SPF instead of separate moisturizer, foundation, and sunscreen. Look for third-party certifications. Organizations like EWG Verified, USDA Organic, and Leaping Bunny have strict standards for the products they certify. These certifications aren't perfect, but they can help you identify safer options. Pay particular attention to products you use daily or in large quantities. If you're going to be more selective about anything, prioritize your daily moisturizer, foundation, and any products you use over large areas of your body. Consider the timing of your exposure. You don't need to wear makeup every day. Giving your skin regular breaks from cosmetics allows it to recover and reduces your cumulative exposure to potentially harmful chemicals. When you do wear makeup, remove it thoroughly at the end of the day. Don't sleep in your makeup. This extends the time these chemicals are in contact with your skin and can increase absorption. Be especially cautious during certain life stages. If you're trying to conceive, pregnant, or breastfeeding, this might be a good time to be extra selective about the products you use. Similarly, teenagers and young women may want to be more cautious as their hormonal systems are still developing. Look for clean beauty brands that are transparent about their ingredient sourcing and testing. Many newer brands have been founded specifically to create safer alternatives to conventional cosmetics. While they may cost more initially, investing in your health is worth it. Make some of your own products. Simple skincare items like moisturizers, face masks, and scrubs can be made at home with ingredients like coconut oil, honey, oatmeal, and essential oils. This gives you complete control over what goes on your skin. Focus on enhancing your natural beauty rather than covering it up. The less product you use, the less exposure you have to potentially harmful chemicals. This might mean embracing your natural skin texture, using tinted moisturizer instead of full coverage foundation, or focusing on one feature at a time. When shopping for cosmetics, avoid products with long, complex ingredient lists full of chemical names you can't pronounce. While not all synthetic ingredients are harmful, simpler formulations are generally safer bets. Be particularly wary of products that claim to have long-lasting or waterproof properties, as these often require more synthetic chemicals to achieve those effects. Similarly, products with intense colors or unusual textures may contain more synthetic ingredients. Don't assume that expensive products are automatically safer. Price doesn't necessarily correlate with safety. Some high-end brands use the same problematic ingredients as drugstore brands. Store your cosmetics properly to minimize chemical breakdown and contamination. Keep products in cool, dry places away from direct sunlight. Heat and light can cause chemicals to break down into potentially more harmful compounds. Pay attention to expiration dates and replace products regularly. Old cosmetics can harbor bacteria and may have degraded chemicals that are more likely to cause problems. Consider your overall chemical load. Remember that cosmetics are just one source of endocrine disruptor exposure. You're also exposed through food packaging, cleaning products, furniture, and other sources. Reducing exposure where you can gives your body a better chance to handle the exposures you can't avoid. If you're experiencing unexplained health issues like irregular periods, mood changes, fatigue, or fertility problems, consider whether your beauty routine might be contributing. Keep a diary of the products you use and any symptoms you experience to see if there might be connections. Work with healthcare providers who understand environmental health if you're concerned about chemical exposure. Functional medicine practitioners and environmental health specialists can help you assess your exposure and develop strategies to reduce it. Let's talk about some specific, safer alternatives for common beauty products.
For foundation, look for mineral-based formulations that use ingredients like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide for coverage. These tend to have shorter, cleaner ingredient lists. For moisturizers, simple formulations with ingredients like shea butter, jojoba oil, or ceramides can be very effective without the need for multiple synthetic ingredients. For lip products, look for those made with natural waxes and oils. Many clean beauty brands make excellent lipsticks and lip balms without synthetic dyes, fragrances, or preservatives. For eye makeup, mineral-based shadows and mascaras tend to be safer options. Be particularly cautious with waterproof mascaras, as these often contain more synthetic chemicals. For hair care, look for sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners without synthetic fragrances. Many effective natural ingredients like coconut oil, argan oil, and aloe vera can provide excellent hair care benefits. For deodorant, consider switching to natural alternatives made with ingredients like baking soda, coconut oil, and essential oils. There may be an adjustment period as your body detoxifies, but many people find natural deodorants work just as well once they've made the transition. It's important to note that making these changes doesn't have to happen overnight. You can transition gradually by replacing products as they run out with safer alternatives. This approach is more sustainable both financially and practically. Also remember that everyone's skin is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. It may take some experimentation to find clean products that work well for your particular skin type and concerns. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Even small changes can make a difference in reducing your overall chemical exposure. If you can't find perfect alternatives for every product, focus on the ones you use most frequently or in the largest quantities. Stay informed about new research and safer alternatives. The clean beauty industry is rapidly evolving, with new brands and products becoming available all the time. Social media and online communities can be great resources for product recommendations and reviews. Consider supporting companies that are working to create safer products. Your purchasing decisions send a message to the beauty industry about what consumers want. An increased demand for safer products encourages more companies to invest in cleaner formulations. Remember that true beauty comes from health and confidence, not from covering up with potentially harmful chemicals. Taking care of your hormonal health by reducing exposure to endocrine disruptors may actually improve your natural glow and overall appearance. The beauty industry has historically prioritized appearance and marketing over safety, but that's beginning to change as consumers become more aware of these issues. By making informed choices and supporting brands that prioritize safety, you're part of driving this positive change. Your hormones affect virtually every aspect of your health and well-being, from your energy levels and mood to your reproductive health and long-term disease risk. Protecting your hormonal health by being mindful of the chemicals in your beauty routine is an investment in your overall health and quality of life. It's also worth considering the broader implications of these chemicals. They don't just affect human health. Many of them are also environmental pollutants that can harm wildlife and ecosystems. By choosing safer products, you're protecting not just your own health, but also the health of the planet. The good news is that awareness of these issues is growing, and safer alternatives are becoming more available and affordable all the time. The clean beauty industry is gaining momentum, driven by informed consumers who are demanding better from the beauty industry. You have more power than you might realize. Every time you choose a safer product, you're voting with your wallet for a beauty industry that prioritizes health over harmful chemicals. Every time you share this information with friends and family, you're helping to raise awareness about these important issues.
Your makeup routine doesn't have to secretly harm your hormones. With knowledge and intentional choices, you can look and feel beautiful while protecting your hormonal health. The key is being informed about what's in your products and making conscious decisions about what you put on your body. Remember, you're not just putting these chemicals on your skin, you're putting them in your body.
Your skin is permeable, and what you apply topically can affect your internal health. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment through knowledge. The research is clear that many common cosmetic ingredients can disrupt hormones and affect health, particularly for women. But the research also shows that you can significantly reduce your exposure by making informed choices about the products you use. If this information has opened your eyes to the potential risks in your beauty routine, please share this video with other women who might benefit from this knowledge. The more women who are aware of these issues, the more we can collectively drive positive change in the beauty industry. Don't forget to subscribe for more information about women's health and how everyday products might be affecting your well-being. Your health is your most valuable asset, and you deserve to have all the information you need to protect it. Your beauty routine should make you feel confident and healthy, not put your hormones at risk. With the right knowledge and choices, you can have both beauty and hormonal health. The choice is yours, and it starts with reading that ingredient label on your next cosmetic purchase.